Yo guys, what is going on, man? What? I bought this car, M135i, and I see a lot of hate for this car. Like, what the hell? Why is there so much hate for the M135i? Oh my god, I don't know where it's coming from. I think it's just people that have never driven it before and they don't understand the power that is within the engine of this car. Like, what the hell? They underestimate it. Every comment in the videos I've posted on TikTok so far, there's always been at least one person that says, but it's a 2-liter though. Yeah, what the hell does that mean? Of course it's a 2-liter. There is Formula 1 with 1.6 liter. You don't see us complaining. They still go fast as hell. Honestly, guys, I don't understand the hate. They compare it to the M140 because it's a rear-wheel drive, 6-cylinder, and they're saying this one only got 2 liter and it's only got 4-cylinder. So for that reason, oh, and it's a front-wheel drive, it is less of a BMW. I don't understand that. Like, seriously, anybody that drives these cars, I could guarantee you like 99% of people that own this M140i have never driven the car to the full potential. So I don't know what the hate is about. You're just driving at 30 miles an hour. Maybe sometimes you will break the law and do 100 miles an hour, but you're not cornering like Lewis Hamilton. You're not cornering like Max Verstappen. You want to call yourself a certain driver, but you're not doing anything other than go to the shop and buy yourself, I don't know, toilet rolls and whatever you're doing on the road. So where is the hate coming from? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the good things with this car. First things first, this car goes from 0 to 60 or 0 to 62 in 4.5 seconds. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds is mind-blowing. People don't understand this. Like, how fast do you want to go? And I'm telling you now, because of the 4-wheel drive that this car has. I know the people say it's 2-wheel drive, yeah, but when you actually go for it and you smash the accelerator, you are using 4 wheels. Put it next to any BMW M140 and tell them to go from a dig. We know which one is gonna win. I'm not doing this video as a hate on the M140. It's an amazing car, okay? But this car right here next to the M140, it will beat it off the line for sure. For a few yards, it will be gone. And then maybe eventually top end speed, wherever the torque, the M140 will go past it. But at that point, you're already doing silly speeds, okay? Unless you're going on a track and drag racing it, it makes no sense. This car is rapid, and also now the entertainment system, everything about the car is all refined, is new, it's more interesting. The old series, they had the same interior for the last God knows how many years. I'm talking about maybe 15 years plus, where they all are the same. I had the 2013 BMW Z4, and it had the same interior across the 3 series, the 2 series, the 1 series. They all had the same interior for stupid amount of time, but now you've got a bigger interior. You got like the infotainment system is amazing. You got wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Play, Android Auto. You've got so many gadgets with it. Like, it's absolutely insane. It doesn't look dated on the inside. The newer one is even worse. I feel like this one right here, the F40, it's probably the best one. I'm not saying it because I have it. I'm just saying it has features that I like, maybe personally to me, okay? It's got the gear knob. None of that flicky finger business that the new one has. And the screen is just perfect. It's not taking over the whole dashboard. It's just got 2 separate screens, one on the right, one on the left, and it just makes sense, okay? Another thing that I've noticed since owning this car now, I've had it for maybe like 4 months, 5 months now. I bought it in February. Well, let's call it March because it was basically end of Feb. I'm able to hang out with the big boys. Okay, I feel like I've been invited to the cookout. The big boys, the M2s and the M3s, they allow me to hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Back in my Z4, they look at you like, what are you doing there, bro? You ain't got no place over here. But now we get to play together. We have fun together. What else is popping with the car? It's very comfortable. It's quiet. It's automatic. Trust me, when you get to a certain age, all these certain drivers drive manual. I've had manuals all my life, been there, done that. it gets to a point where automatic just smashes it, bro. You get in your automatic car, you get into traffic, you're not thinking about what gears you need to be in, you're not thinking about none of that. You're just sending it. You get to a traffic light, you get into traffic, first gear, second gear, the car will take the stress away from you. So I don't know why people are fighting. The only thing I would complain about with the automatic in this car is that it doesn't have the ZF gearbox that people love so much in the M140. This one is a bit slow sometimes, but I don't think it's the gearbox that is slow. I feel like it's the computer system that they've put in the car, because it learns how you drive and it doesn't unlearn it quick enough. Say you've been driving along for like, I don't know, let's say for the last 20 miles or something, and you've been cruising, doing very, very low speed, just maintaining yourself, you're not doing too much, and then suddenly you want to go ham. The car does not respond to that quick enough. It's thinking, what are you doing, bruv? All day we've been chilling. Why do you now need to go fast? So by the time it does all that thinking, it takes a few, I don't even know if it's a few seconds. It's a split second, but to you it feels like eternity because it's not doing it fast enough. So it gets annoying. You're like, bro, go, 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 go. And it doesn't go. But that's the only thing. Other than that, if you've been driving like a hooligan all day, every day, then the car does not know how to relax. Trust me, when it gets to situations where you just want to reverse into a parking spot, why is the car trying to do 300 miles an hour? It's like, yeah, you're no. We're done with the, with the crazy spirited drive, and I just want to park the car now. I think it's just to do with the machine learning you rather than the gearbox being problematic, if you know what I'm trying to say. So it gets a bit techie sometimes. But man, this car is a beast. Another thing that will make you want to buy this car is the fact that it's actually a 4-cylinder. The fuel economy is beautiful. All right, I need to put that in quotes because it's not the best. All right, let's put it that way. But compared to a 6-cylinder and 3-liter, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, you're gonna be happy in this economy that you're driving a 4-cylinder. My goodness gracious, you know how much petrol is these days? I don't drive that often, but I still see myself going to the petrol station nearly every week. Okay, I'm not doing too many miles. I go to work and back a few times a week. I go to do random errands. Maybe I'll travel, go on a mission. But I'm at the petrol station nearly every week. Now imagine you're driving a car with a bigger engine. Man, I salute the people driving a V8. Like, bro, V8, V10, V12s, all of them Vs, you guys are on different planet right now, especially when the price has gone up so much at the petrol station. Anything you want to get, guys, just get it. Don't listen to the internet hype. Don't listen to all of that stuff. People will never be happy. You buy an M135i, people say you should have bought M140. You buy M140, people said no, you should have bought the 240. And then they were telling you you have to get the M2. If you get the M2, they tell you, oh no, what? It's not competition. They will never be happy with you. But at the same time, these people complaining are not driving any cars. They probably don't even have licenses. So guys, take it from me. I own an M135i and I'm loving it. And it goes like rockets. Peace.